feeling, Buster?
I don't know if that's serious or not.
It's not serious. I'm sorry. Hey, howdy, hey, how's it going? I'm gay. I'm going with it. Welcome to Analytical Fanboys. Today we are talking about my personal pick. And before we say what that is, my name is Snowcone. What is y'all's name?
You're doing great. I love you. I'm
Yeah,
I'm Chris. I love
You're
you,
Cody. You're Cody. He's Cody. We're all Cody.
You carry the
And
code.
I'm the one drinking. Wow. Hi, I'm Simeon.
Hi, I'm Buster. I'm the people who keeps pushing people to push.
Push!
Buster is in fact our pusher man. Well, this month, I chose for this week to be this month's Robots, 2005 movie Robots.
Yeah, the Bluesky Studios film.
Yep, back before it was owned by everybody else. I chose this film because I love Robots, the movie from 2005, and also Robots, the concept from a long time ago. And I think just overall, this film is packed with a really good message, a lot of fun little goofs and gabs. And I figured that it would be a nice, quick, easy thing for us to digest and maybe find a little bit too much common ground in modern day with just about anything else. But a lot of fun stuff to talk about, and I'm excited to see some of those topics brought up amongst us. I guess for starters, we can get our intro thoughts. I obviously love the film. I still love the film. I like the film even more now. My main thought this go around of watching it, as I do watch it a lot, was realizing how much fucking money they must have put into this movie. Because there was a lot of very expensive animation things that just pop off. How about y'all? Buster, your thoughts first, because I was excited to hear your thoughts about
Alright, I have only seen bits and pieces of Robots over the years. I've never watched the full thing until this month. And I quite enjoyed it. I really like this film. I've seen people complain it's a bit too generic of a kids film of the time, and I kind of disagree. There are structure wise maybe, but the actual if you dig into the nitty gritty, it's like, oh, there's some interesting stuff for kids and adults to enjoy. I love the animation and character designs. They put a lot of effort into it. I like it. The messages are really good on all fronts. There's different ways you can interpret the message, as we'll get into. And I just had a lot of fun. The voice cast we'll get into, but they're great and good film.
Yeah, it does have a lot of fart jokes and silly moments, but I think it also has a lot more to
Even
offer
then,
as well.
fart jokes aren't inherently bad. It's just
No. I mean, even Aunt Fanny, come on.
Yeah,
That's a classic. I don't think there's been a single time I've watched the movie and not laughed at the Aunt Booty joke.
Just we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, up next is Simeon.
So this is one of those movies that when I was a kid, we had on DVD and would just be on in the background constantly. So I had a lot of familiarity with this movie, but at the same time, I haven't watched it in probably 10 or 15 years. So watching it for this was this rush of memories of all these gags that oh, me and my sisters used to repeat this all the fucking time and I forgot about that. The fucking Bender Piper, I'm not in your room. Now I am, now I'm not. Me and my little sister used to do that to our older sister all the fucking time. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Also, like you said, Cody, very impressive animation looking back. A lot of nice little goofs and gags, and what else can you say? But it inspired a generation to be into acid.
Guess that's one way to put it.
I mean, you could probably make a direct link between this movie and robots be hot in Signalis,
Probably.
I mean, that's the growth of homosexuality. Did it take this before Transformers?
I don't think
I mean, you had Metropolis and you had
there's been other robot media before.
Dude, Chobits came out before this.
Yeah.
Did you want to
Who,
fuck C-3PO? We want to know. Leave a comment.
What about Ghost in the Shell? That existed in like the
Yeah,
80s.
exactly. Yeah, it's just there's been many. Maybe like a specific
16,
generation, whatever. We don't
17.
have to get into. Boy, what did you think of the film?
It's a good movie, and on the note, you're going like, oh yeah, it's a fun family film. I think it's more than a kids film, because a kids film would talk down to them, but this is a
Yeah,
family film because
yeah.
it's like,
I just kind of use those terms interchangeably, family and kids.
yeah. To me, kids film is like fucking Barney the dinosaur does
The
fucking
giant egg movie.
yeah, that bullshit. This is a kids movie because like there's at least a little bit more. I don't want to say sophisticated, but it is a little bit more like you bring up the fart and poop jokes and stuff like that, and it's like, well, yeah, but there's also like a lot of like classic Looney Tunes esque slapstick gags.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's also just a ton of like jokes about how people think about sex in relation to these character designs. And early on, there's a ton of like, isn't parenting a bitch gags?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's a lot of,
I think the biggest comparison you can make to this movie is Cars.
yeah.
I mean, this was a year before Cards.
We kept bringing up, because me and Maddie watched this together today. We kept bringing up the same kind of like silly critiques that we would about Cars, or that I always have about Cars, and like we always have, where it's like, so like are they made of flesh? Is like everything made of metal? What's going on with that? Like, what about the science of this whole universe? Though
So
I feel like
here's
it
the
can
thing
fall
about
back
that,
on like.
because I was thinking about that too. A streamer I really like, Bren Daniel, did a playthrough of the video game for this movie, like a year ago, and in that he went on this whole rant that like completely changed my view on this kind of media, where it's like, stop asking these questions. It doesn't need an explanation. It's there because it's funny. You want an explanation? Why are the cars in the cars? Why are they cars? Who made the first cars? Why can Thomas talk? Why is this like that? There's a big cowboy over there and he did it. Who cares?
Big cowboy.
It's just fun, but I think in this universe, like, I think in this universe more so than Cars, to just be right back on that topic, it makes a little bit more sense because a lot of it is just based off of machines.
Mhm.
Like a lot of them work just purely off of machines. There's a lot more fantasy on like how like they might think or feel, and like maybe it's in like a world after like humans, or maybe it's not, but they sure do like to reference it. But that's a very common trope in kids shows where they talk about stuff that has nothing to do with something they would know. I don't know. I think it's still fun.
And even then, just
to
like
poke
I think the
fun.
visual design of the world is more creative than Cars. Because with Cars, it's just they're just driving on roads. It's like here you have all these contraptions, and it does fit with the themes, like all these contraptions and inventions that they help like move around, which does fit
Like,
with the themes of the movie because the main character is an
specifically,
inventor. You know.
They also have all these like complex and specific little details to them, whereas the cars and cars are just cars.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, hold on. Hang on.
Sorry, Cody.
Hang on.
I triggered
We're not about to bring up a. I'm gonna make us watch Cars next. All right, we can't track
We're gonna watch
one
the
of my
entirety
all-time,
of the Cars franchise, including
That's-
planes.
Including
Cars
Mater's
on the
Tall
road.
Tales.
Mater's Tall Tales, Cars on the Road. I'm making you all go out and buy a single car.
A single.
Like, no, I mean, there's other things in Cars that I think makes a little bit more sense if you're really into cars. If you're like automotive stuff, or you're really into like the different makes and models, because all of it is all the language around there is jokes around that and racing and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is like a more expanded version of that, because if you like machines, if you like robots, if you like cars, because there's a lot of inspiration from different models of trains and like 1950s like futurism, and like it just bleeds. Like Big Wheel, for example. One thing
Yeah.
I picked up on this watch through, and I always loved his design, but like whenever you first see him in the TV show, his head design is a beetle hood, and his eyes are beetle lights, but like the 60s era like body design. When you see him, like when Rodney actually gets to meet him, he's a lot more smoothed over. He does actually have a different appearance, which I never ever picked up on. But he looks more like the 2000s era Beetle. The hood and the eyes look more like the modern version of that, and there's not like a whole lot of like car-based stuff, but I mean, there's like Rock'em Sock'em jokes laid back and like references in the background, and there's a lot of classic like robot designs. But there's a lot of things that just make sense. Like Aunt Fanny has a whole bunch of like 1950s, like almost all of like the 1950s like turn signals and stuff, just like scattered all over. I don't know.
Her whole design is like partially based off of a classic camper van.
And a little bit of a Cadillac.
Actually, speaking of Aunt Fanny's design, there's something I've been wanting to read for you fellas.
Oh god damn it! Oh god damn it!
So this is an excerpt from the book The Art of Robots. She was described in the script as having a big ass. I kept thinking of this jiggly school principal of mine with high hair. Her arms were so fat. When she waved them, they swayed. For a while, Aunt Fan had large breasts, too. They'd open up and she'd pull stuff out. I was living in Berkeley at the time, and Chris was saying, she hoards junk. She can't throw anything away. And I said, she's one of those Berkeley ladies with the Birkenstocks that I see all over the place. William Joyce, 2003.
Jesus.
I mean,
and in case you
I
think
didn't
I'm
need
joking,
to know that.
Here's the page. Here's the fucking page.
Piper is like
I'm sure it's real, but like I didn't need to.
Piper, like behind her, like she's kind of like a scooter. She has like a little two-stroke engine for like her chest, I guess, or like heart, essentially. There's a lot of fun little references. Like that's always been my favorite thing. The way this animation really captures like the different metals and materials. Like whenever they meet the shopkeep in I forget what the city is, but whenever they meet the like shopkeep,
it's literally just called Robot City.
Bro, there you go. How did I forget that?
Robot City.
The guy who runs like the spare parts store has like weird mismatched bolts to like resemble like moles and stuff on his face. Like sometimes you could find like a double of a character in the background, but like the background really just bleeds interesting characters and unique stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I just lost my thought completely.
I mean, it is really impressive the amount of stuff they managed to get on screen time at times. There's like a really nice subtle sort of escalation of like, look at all these tiny objects that are moving at the same time, where early on you get the scene in the restaurant kitchen with all the plates flying around. Then a few scenes later, there's the ball bearings that spill out and they all slip up on. And then towards the end of the film, there's the scene with the fucking sea of dominoes that they get swept up in. That must have like fucking burned up some computers rendering that shit back in the day.
The whole transport system, public transport system, is a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, it's great. I love the visual design of this movie, both in just the character design of like how all these little bits and pieces they have, and just the mechanical design of the world of just like all the Rube Goldberg machines like that, like flip and flop around, and
there's a lot of great design work just in general all over this film.
Yeah,
because like this was prime in that era when artists and designers were like, you know what fucking rocked? 1950s robots.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of like 50s robots, like even just super robot like shows like that. There were, or not shows, but like just inspiration in like kids media around the time.
Because we had this guy,
same lineage as Iron Giant,
Iron Giant, Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah, Roly Poly Oly.
Count in the robot stuff, or is that more?
No, that's Mecha. That's very clearly taking from Gundam.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Shit. Fucking Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, Meet the Robinsons. That came out the year after this. Yeah.
That very 1950s.
Isaac Asimov's book covers.
Yeah, 1950s Gogol design, diesel punk kind of vibes. And it's interesting that like all the poorer citizens of the movie, the Fenders, the Rodneys, all these guys, they're very much consumer technology, right? They're ovens, they're car inspired, they're device inspired, they're wrenches and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the executives are just pure design. They're not taking inspiration. It's like pure because there is a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for?
Sleek, slim, looks like a
Art
person.
Art Deco. There's an Art Deco sheen to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially the scrappers at the end. Those guys literally look like the Art Deco trains they used to do. I was gonna a little side note I was gonna say is growing up, one of my mom's favorite restaurant was Cracker Barrel, and I also loved Cracker Barrel. And the toy section in Cracker Barrel was always like old antique toys. So like they had the little magnet, the spinning magnet that went down the rails and went back around itself and stuff like that, which is a part of their transit system. There's a reference to, I forget what the name is, but it's like the magnet thing where you can do the different hairstyles. That's what happens after Rodney gets magnetized.
Yeah.
Like even the wind-up robot
like a
that
Ninja Sketch
breakdances.
was my point of reference as a kid.
Yeah.
Harry Harold or something like that.
Yep, exactly that one. There's a bunch of just weird little things like that. I mean, I guess it like applies to the timing of what they were going for, since it's a lot of like futurism as well, retro futurism. But there's also like about a lot of like right to repair language in this. Outside of it just being a general like capitalist thing, anti-capitalism.
It's like people
I mean, the message of this movie is very much kill CEO. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Yeah, it's also like the part stuff. Like lots of people have been interpreting that as a gender thing, which I vibe with.
Well, they definitely play with that too.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the beginning.
Literally transgender jokes with fucking Bender in the third act.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the first 10 minutes. Remember, he gets hand-me-downs of the wrong gender, and it's clearly giving him dysmorphia.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
And of course, it's a lot more fluid for them because it's like just parts, whereas for us, it's a long set of biological chains. But
I mean, you see a couple of them get like stripped down to just like the inner skeletons at certain points in the film, and you can tell that a lot of these parts that they consider so important are purely performative.
Yeah, just for the aesthetic or stuff. Also, I want to share these I found these eBay old figure collection toys of robots.
Yeah.
I still a couple weeks ago I found all mine. But they're the little plug and play ones.
Nice, yeah. These ones, for the audience, because I don't think you can see the visuals this week. They basically there's a character Rodney, Bigweld, Fender, Crank, Ratchet, Piper, and they're all standing on the logo of robots. And if you you put them together, they're all just robots. That's cute.
Bigweld also his pose in that figure that looks like something out of my nightmares. Like he's gonna.
It kind of does look a bit nightmarish. Actually, let's talk about the voice cast because that's another fun part of the movie. You got, of course, Ian McGregor is the what's his name? I literally just said
Copperbottom.
Rodney Copperbottom, yeah. And it doesn't sound like Ian to me. Sometimes it does. It's been a while since I've watched an Ian McGregor role.
It's literally just I know Obi-Wan is putting on an accent as well, but I've also listened to interviews and stuff with him doing his regular accent. This is him trying really hard to do an American accent, and I'm gonna throw out a hot take here. I really don't like it. I think he's the worst part of the cast.
Damn.
Oh, I think he's fun.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He's fine enough.
He's clearly trying, but it sounds so weird to me as somebody who's so used to hearing him speak either with his regular accent or as Obi-Wan.
Al Roker is a mailbox in this.
Yeah.
Of course, I gotta mention Mel Brooks as Bigweld. That's a great casting.
He's
It's
so
Bigweld's
fun.
already a funny character. You put Mel Brooks there, it's double the funny.
You can tell with some of these actors, there were bits where they were just screwing around in the booth and they were like, oh, we got to work this into the movie. And the bit where Bigweld loses his marbles for a bit and he's just saying random shit, I'm certain that was just them telling Mel Brooks, just be silly. Just do something silly.
Yeah, get silly with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the rest of the cast is fun.
They do the reference, the Daisy thing that is now a creepypasta popular audio, but
oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot that became a creepypasta.
Because it's Maddie was telling me it was from a back in the 1940s or something like that. They had a digitized voice sing the
that was
Daisy
pretty creepy.
Daisy.
I think that was in the 60s at Bell. I might be mistaken.
Oh boy, so just before Vietnam. I'm sure they didn't do anything else bad.
Wait, is that song
Bell-
literally
Cody,
is that
Cody.
Daisy Bell? Is that the Digital Circus song?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why they
Oh.
use that in the Digital Circus. It's a reference to computer history.
Oh my fucking.
That's also why a teapot shows up all the time in Digital Circus. It's a reference to 3D animation.
Yeah, it's one of the earliest 3D models people knew how to make. It's a
Hi, I'm
very
Snoop.
easy thing to do in terms of 3D modeling.
Well, it was complicated when they created it, and it was done as a stress test.
Yeah. But
Now
I'm
it's
saying
super
nowadays,
easy.
yeah, nowadays it's just like that. They teach me that in like 3D and modeling classes is what I'm.
Yep,
thinking.
1961, an IBM 7090 at Bell Labs was programmed to sing Daisy Bell. This is the earliest demonstration of computer speech synthesis.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the big
and-
world goes to his most primal form. It's a reference.
Yeah, it's all references.
And Bell Labs was part of Bell, as far as I'm aware.
You know, Bell Helicopters, the reason why we went to Vietnam.
No, Bell, the telephone company.
Damn it. All right.
Also, I've
Not the
had
reason we
the
went to Viet-
movie just playing in my other monitor the whole time we've been talking, and it just got to the scene that introduces the main villain. And I would be remiss if I did not work into the podcast mentioning Ratchet's dad is hilarious. He gets like 3 lines, and there's some of the funniest shit in the movie.
Yeah.
I love how both the protagonist and antagonist have supporting, like, super supporting fathers. Just one person's a shitter.
Yeah, it's like it's a good duality of like, oh, like I kidnapped my father, but he still so it's like reluctantly supports me, and then you have like Rodney, who's just like, yeah, I have a good relationship with my dad, and it's like he still supports me. It's like, I don't know.
Oh, we
it's
haven't
not
said it yet.
Reluctantly, I think Ratchet's dad is earnest. The way he says, "Good luck with your dastardly plans."
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. The way he says it is pretty earnest.
I
I
will
think
say the
he was up there because of his mom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just real quick, we could talk about the message of the movie, "See a need, fill a need," which I think is just
Yeah, that's a great line.
it's something cool to live by. It's something to like think about forever. I think it's not a bad message to have knocking around your brain till the
Yeah.
end of time.
They also got "You Can Shine No Matter What You're Made Of,"
Yeah,
which
I think is a lot better than like everyone's special in their own special way. I like this
Because
version
it's
of
more
that.
tactile.
Yeah.
It's more like these messages, like they're still a little corny, but they're actually like applicable to like actual
Well, I
real
mean,
life.
You can shine no matter what you're made of also implies that like you got to actually try. You got to
Yeah.
actually work at something. You got to shine. You got to
Yeah, tactile.
you got to
like,
polish yourself. You're not just perfect the way you are. You got to
yeah.
put effort into it, you know?
Well, he also say like whether you're spare parts, new parts, or something.
Yeah, you
I
can
can't
tell.
remember exactly how he says that, but
also, while I'm talking about that, I do want to bring up, just because I rewatched the VOD of that stream I mentioned earlier. Glorious era of we got 6 months and a bunch of art assets. We have to make a tie-in game for this movie that releases at the same time. Do you want to guess like what one of the just idle quips they gave Rodney to say in the movie game is?
What?
You
I have a bad
are
feeling
never
about
gonna
this.
shine, no matter what you're made of.
What? That's evil. That's evil.
Also, Ewan McGregor would not come back for the game, so they got Jess Harnell to voice Rodney instead.
Oh, yeah, that's a good voice actor. So.
that was one of the only games I owned for GameCube.
Oh,
Really?
Yep.
I want to talk about that. Like, okay, there's like a thing. People are like, man, 2000s games are so good. And they were. But also, a lot of us,
Slop,
when we
dude.
grew up, there's a lot of slop. There's just a lot of stuff. Not everyone got the hidden gem RPGs or action games we talk about nowadays through like emulation. No, not everyone was lucky to grow up with those. A lot of us were just like, oh, licensed Cars game or something. So
I had Madagascar on GameCube, and I was happy I had that.
yeah,
Wait,
you
was
know
that slander towards a licensed Cars game?
Yes.
How dare you? How fucking dare you? Listen.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for PS2 was my jam for a few.
Hold on.
God.
The licensed
You-
Cars game had an open world. You
I'm
could
sure.
do the
I'm
racing.
sure
It
there's
was a
good. I'm
good
sure there's
racing
parts of it
game.
that hold up, but I need to tie it back to an earlier segment of the podcast. It's called poetry. It rhymes.
You could unlock different outfits for Lightning McQueen and the other characters. Man, come
Ah,
on
man,
now.
that's actually really good. That's really
I had the
good.
PSP game too, and I used to play it religiously. I also used to leave the DVD menu on for this game or for this movie, while I like played with toys and stuff like that, because it just played like the little like theme, and I would just like build Legos or do whatever, and just like have that on in the background.
That's cool. I'm sorry for slandering cars so much today, Cody.
No, it's all right. It's fine. It is just one of my personal favorite things.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
I feel
You're
like
just
it's a
attacking an
running theme of the
aspect that has
show.
become a very part of his soul.
I feel like it's a fun running theme of the show at this point that half of us don't regard cars, and Cody is super defensive.
I regard cars.
Exactly.
I just like am able to appreciate it through a few different lenses, being like a NASCAR kid, a fan of automobiles and all kinds of stuff. We could talk about that whenever I pick it. Topic. It's gonna happen.
Fellas, back to the voice cast. Robin Williams. What can you
he's
say?
pretty alright. He's pretty alright
Yeah.
in this movie.
Oh, he's
Not
great.
like
I do
his
think
best.
I
that's what
love him in this movie. He's
great in this
legitimately
movie, but this is kind of during I would say a slower era of his career.
Yeah. Like he's
Where
he's
he's kind of slowing
hits.
down a little bit, retiring, not retiring, but kind of like he's not coming in with like coming in at with Dead Poet Society, Aladdin, and fucking Goodwill Hunting back to back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this
Or
is before the
Bicentennial
Nightmare at the
Man.
Museum films, right?
Yeah, around the same time.
It's like this is like before those became like a hit, and like it kind of.
Is this his like third or fourth time playing a robot?
Maybe.
I know it's at least a second because Bicentennial Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bicentennial Man is so good.
God, I cried so bad.
Oh my God, do you cry?
Oh, we can talk about the soundtrack because there's a lot.
We
of good
can, but
songs
we're
in
still
it.
talking about the cast.
Oh, you take it. God damn it.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to Halle Berry.
She's alright.
Who's in it?
Her
Who's in the movie?
Yeah, her character
Halle
doesn't do
Berry
a
is
whole lot.
in the film, seemingly just so they can have a love subplot.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but
Probably because they couldn't make it make sense with Piper after they were like, yeah, she's a kid. I went, wait a minute, whoa.
we need romance in the kids' films. We need to.
Do we want to just jump to Piper since you brought her up?
She's
Sure.
alright.
Amanda Bynes, very much in that era of she's everywhere.
Yeah.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
The dancing lobsters.
I love the Amanda Bynes show, but
History
was one of those things where it was kind of before my time. So now I just look back on it like, oh, I was very annoyed about that at the time, but for the wrong reasons. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was of me and Boingo's time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got like the very end of the peak of all of that into Amanda Bynes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a Nickelodeon.
It was
person?
yeah.
Yeah, Nickelodeon. Yeah. All that was basically SNL for kids.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes was a little bit more focused on a central actress and a supporting cast, but it was still a skit show. So think more Key and Peele.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds about right.
Kenan Thompson is just now in regular SNL for regular adults.
Yeah, he's been in there for like minimum 10 years. I know
he's a
more.
staple.
It's been like
he's
in
a
and out.
staple. He's great. I'm glad that he's had constant work pretty much my entire life. He's always been funny and in stuff I like.
Yeah.
God.
Good for him.
This gives me an idea for a pick, but like not yet. Anyway.
Not Fat Albert. Don't do Fat Albert.
I'm not gonna. That was not what I was thinking. But all right.
Because if we have to do Fat Albert, we're gonna have to talk about one Mr. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No.
Greg Kinnear voices Ratchet, and he's fun.
He's a good villain voice.
He is silly. I like it. It feels like he's clearly a get. A lot of this cast is clearly like, oh, we need celebrity. We got to put names on the poster.
Yeah.
But he's one of the ones that really feels like he was willing to have fun with.
Yeah, he amped it up quite a bit. And even then, it's like who's really going to robots for Greg Kinnear? That's not really like a famous actor at the time. That feels more of like
I feel like he was on a TV show or something.
Maybe
at the time,
it says
but I couldn't name it.
His Wikipedia says he was a former talk show host, so maybe it's just that. I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at his fucking list. He was in I Got Mail, Stuck on You, Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, well, there you go.
He portrayed Joe Biden in a movie.
What?
John Byron?
Just
You gotta warn us before you
disdain.
issue a Biden blast like that.
No, it's this film called Confirmation, a 2016 American television political thriller film.
Oh, he was also John F. Kennedy in The Kennedys.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the film where he portrayed Joe Biden.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. That was so sad.
Incredible. Anyway, Drew Carey is in this movie.
Yeah, he's there.
Kind of feels wasted, honestly.
Yeah, he's the orange guy.
Yeah, he's the guy who's like sad and old and makes I'm tired of this jokes.
That's kind of like a weird miscast for Drew, honestly.
Well, I mean, considering that would be coming off of the Carey show, it kind of it's fitting.
I guess.
Because he was the put upon every man in that show.
Okay.
He's like my second
Jennifer
favorite backup cast.
Oh
character.
yeah.
Whoa!
She's
Calm down,
great as
boy.
Aunt Fanny. She's
up there
great as
Jennifer
Aunt
and
Fanny.
Coolidge all over the place. I love it.
Yeah.
I could use a hot
Guys.
dog real bad.
Yeah, all the voices are pretty funny.
the finisher.
Couldn't
I
call her
just
Aunt
think
Booty.
about that woman and I laugh some. Do you know Aunt Fanny farting was her idea?
That makes I don't know. That feels appropriate for Jennifer Coolidge.
That whole scene was improvised on both ends, and they just stapled it together with a couple of lines.
Specifically
where,
one
like,
end.
Robin Williams was messing around in the booth doing the arm fart thing, and they were like, "Oh, we can get you in to do some stuff, and it'll make this work." And then Coolidge heard about it, and she was like, "Oh, well, I want to be involved with that too." And so they kind of like crafted this scene just to make a Robin Williams goofing around work.
Dude,
Also, apparently James Earl Jones makes a cameo as the Darth Vader voice box.
Yeah,
whenever-
because there's
it's
like
for the
1
blue guy
second
whenever
where
they're
the guy who
swapping up
can't
the-
talk puts it in.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
whenever the I forget what his name is, the little robot that Copperbottom makes is fighting the mom. The pipes they
Wonderbot.
use are making like fake little like pipe sounds that kind of sound like lightsabers, so they have a little dual. I always appreciated that. I was also going to say the scene where just after that fart, like the next morning, they're all like chilling and like trying to figure out what to do, and Rodney's like, "What are we going to do today?" And whenever Robin Williams says, "We're doing it," like that has been stapled into the back of my brain.
Right?
Forever. Just like, we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it.
That does actually, like, looking back on just all of our conversations, that is how we respond to shit.
I think, Cody, you might have said that to me at one point about something.
Oh, without
during
a
the
doubt.
summit.
Without a doubt.
Also, apparently Stanley Tucci is Rodney's father in this movie.
Mhm.
Which is
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, that's funny. Stanley Tucci, great actor. He's like one of his more dramatic roles, oddly enough.
And Paul Giamatti is Tim the Gate Guard, who is just the best.
That's crazy.
Hilarious little guy.
Everybody loves
The
Paul
secret
Giamatti.
true villain of the film.
Hey, you were bringing up the little robot assistant guy that Rodney made. So the voice actor for that guy, for that character, is John Christian Wedge, Chris Wedge. He's an animator and voice actor. He was the lead animator on Tron.
Oh, like the '80s one?
Seriously, that's crazy.
That's cool.
He also directed the live-action film Monster Trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love monster trucks. Yeah.
I think me and Cody yad for very different reasons.
I think it's a fine, silly film. That's definitely a kid's film. I just like it for vague, obvious reasons.
Yeah, there's some fun bits in there.
Oh, he's still working. He's at Annapurna.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They finished. Speaking that, there's a connection to this because after Blue Sky shut down, Annapurna finished Nimona. So yeah.
And he's directing a movie called Foo, apparently, with them.
I hope it goes well.
This is also the studio that's making the Rebecca Sugar Moomin film.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's happening. I'm very
wow.
excited.
Yeah, I just made you very excited, didn't I, Cody? Rebecca Sugar and Moomin.
Yeah. I know about that, but like, god damn it.
It's like, I hope it actually could, because I know that a couple other films have been canceled. But like, I hope that one goes through. Should hopefully.
Speaking of like films getting canceled in this studio and stuff, like I did not realize until this watch through how much I had like memory hold Bluesky, because like I'm not as tapped into the animation industry as someone like Buster. So I think as a kid, I just always assumed Bluesky Studios movies were DreamWorks, because I did not realize until I went back to look after Cody picked this that I was like, oh, this was Bluesky. Ice Age was Bluesky. Oh shit! Wow! Holy crap!
Oh yeah, can I just just talking about Bluesky in general? We give so much to Spider-Verse for like reinventing 3D animation. Fuck that Peanuts movie, Bluesky. They deserve their flowers.
Yeah,
Right?
I'd even argue
Yep.
Robots was like a big change up from the usual. How you like even connecting it back to Robots. Like I love Peanuts movie. Like I want to talk about someday. But like you'd even argue the way Robots looks and functions is very different than like a lot of animated films are doing back then and even now.
Yeah, but like Robots also kind of stems from the same idea of like, hey, we're doing 3D animation. Let's not challenge ourselves with skin and hair and do
It's
toys
still like
and
pretty like
robots.
still a lot of effort. It's still like a
Yeah,
lot
no,
of
I'm,
effort.
I'm not
The
downplaying it. I'm just
texture,
more,
the texturing, and like the reflections on some of these guys is
Shiny. Yeah.
No, there's
They also
patinas on
did-
things. The colors are all correct on like the paint jobs, the rust. Man, there's just like so many details to like ooze over. Also, this feels very I forget what the old YouTube video is. It's not a YouTube video. It's on
Give me a
VHS
second.
and shit like that. But the music thing, where they're shooting marbles and like it's like an
oh
animation
yeah,
test.
no, exactly the fuck you're talking about.
They just recently made a new one.
This is
The
going
people who
on,
made
man.
that made a new one. Hang on, I'll find it. There's no way I won't be able to. I'll find it. And I'll say it out loud whenever I figure out.
But like speaking of Spider-Verse, I do want to just like admire for a second the restraint this movie has. That like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz is the only famous robot-esque character that shows up in it. There's not like a ton of cameos. You don't see fucking like the people we were mentioning earlier. You don't see C3PO, you don't see Optimus Prime, Gigantor does not show up for a second. This is a movie that is its own world, and in today's like pop culture era, I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Though there are a ton of references.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
about just
there's-
like tongue in cheek, just like it's not
Audience,
really,
don't
like,
get it
robots.
twisted. There are a ton of references.
There's a Buster
Yeah,
reference in the
but they're
background
not
at
like
the beginning.
in your face telegraphed. Look who it is.
There's a Buster reference at the beginning because you see the Rock'em Sock'em Robots and it says red versus.
That's just what Rocket. That's Rocket Sock'em Robots at its core. I don't know what to
I
tell
know.
you.
I know.
Hey, we're joshing.
I know.
No, there's a lot of interesting little bits and bobs with that too. Just background weirdo details, like we keep mentioning. You know. Oh, wait a second.
What?
No, just read something and don't worry about it. Fuck me.
Well, dang it.
Music? Can we talk about the music? Because there's some good music in this film.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think
I
the
love
only
the
thing that
score.
really the thing that stands out the most today is the Tom Waits song.
Tom Wayne. Was that the
Is that
ending
right
song or a
there?
different one?
No, Tom Waits is the guy. The song that plays when we first see the Chop Shop.
Oh, the underground song. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the repairing montage song, "Show Me What You Did." That sticks out to me for some reason.
I know
No,
during the
the
time that this movie came out, the Right There song was incredibly popular. So seeing it show up in this movie, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. There was like a music video at the time you could look up. Oh yeah, no, on the DVD it had all the song or had all the music. Like I still have
Also,
the DVD.
it's a
That thing is
mid
all scratched
2000s
up.
movie, so we got to get our obligatory Avril Lavigne in there.
Yeah.
Where's Avril Lavigne in there?
She's when they go to Piper's room for a half second.
Oh well, they also got Britney Spears in there,
Yeah.
which I appreciate. I love Britney Spears. Which I guess at that time was kind of like a older reference too. Hit Me Baby One More Time was older
That
than
song
that.
was everywhere for a while.
That would have been
That was in
6
almost
or
every-
long at that time. 2005.
1999. Sorry,
Yeah,
released
so
on September
six-
23rd, 1998.
So a 6-year-old song.
No, more than that. 98.
99
6,
when
7,
Baby One
7
Time
years.
came out. 2005 when Robots came out. 6.
98.
What is happening?
You're wrong by a year. Fuck you.
Where are we? Where are you?
Of course, then again, how long did it take to make this film? So, like, it was probably a little more relevant.
It started development in 2001, and then it came out in 2005. So it took like 4 years.
Gee, I hope
They were
nothing
also
bad
working
happened
on
that
the
year.
second Ice Age movie at the time.
Yeah.
I hope nothing changed the trajectory of this film. I'm just saying in general. I just hope nothing bad happened during the production of the movie.
Sir, are you implying?
No, it's just a simple statement. We don't have to look at any other part of it.
Oh! I see what you're putting. Okay, anyway,
God bless you, Buster. Holy shit.
it's like, is I thinking of an relevant joke? It's like, I am. What else, Cody? Is there anything else you love about this movie?
I love plenty about this movie, and I'm trying to think of other things that stood out to me on the second rewatch. I guess the funny jokes that pop up that I appreciate whenever he's in the train station or the blimp station talking to the announcer guy, and he steps away from the microphone and it just sounds like that. That's always a classic for me. I love it.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's a toilet. A lot of the roles that people play in this universe are very like Flintstone inspired. It seems.
Jay Leno playing a fire hydrant.
Mm-hmm. And he probably said yes to that because he loves all things machine. Jay Leno probably loves the Robots movie.
He screams it in his massive garage every weekend.
I love robots, Charlie. I love robots.
He plays it between Days of Thunder and Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like, what are two extremely dad-coded car movies?
Picturing Jay Leno forcing Elon Musk to sit for that movie marathon.
Elon Musk starts sympathizing and like feeling like, oh, I'm actually connecting with the character. It's the CEO from Robots.
God damn it.
Oh man, being in the chop shops, like just being like in the fucking horrible emerald mine my father owned.
Elon like watching Ratchet dance around in scenes and shit, and Rizzo Halle Berry, and he's like, oh yes, I like this guy. He definitely should get with that lady. That would be excellent.
He's being completely appropriate for a workspace with her. I see nothing wrong with this.
He should ask her if she wants to borrow some of his semen.
Oh god. Anyway.
Yeah, it is also very classist since they're talking about like stopping
he talks about
uprising.
class, yeah.
It's class, it's resource.
Yeah.
But it's also like, again, because it doesn't fully play its hand, because it's like, oh, it's a world of robots. Why is there capitalism in the world of robots? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Big Cowboy did it, man.
Big Cowboy. My favorite character.
Big Weld.
The big cowboy on the big weld.
Another thing I noticed this time around, maybe just watching it in 4K or something. Whenever they show the Big Weld TV show, there's a little like effect on the screen that makes it look like they're watching a television, which is very nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like plenty of like. It really feels like this movie was just like the music video I had brought up, which was called. I posted it in chat and I already forgot what it was called, but that music video was not only meant to. It was also like a test in like the animation, like to prove that you could do it. And a lot of this feels.
I actually forgot until watching it in my other window just now. The bit where Bender's doing Singing in the Rain, or Fender is doing Singing in the Rain. Bender's another robot. But he's doing Singing in the Rain, and he's dancing through a pond made of oil. Like,
yeah.
People talk all the time about like how hard it is to get water physics right. I wonder what a massive pain in the ass it must have been to get oil physics right for that.
It's not the only time they do that either, because they take oil baths just like the droids in Star Wars.
I mean, they pour oil on their joints like coffee.
At least they don't call it Java juice.
You don't want a cup of Java juice?
Where do you get Java juice? Do you have to milk Jabba the Hutt to get Java juice?
Okay.
Yeah,
called
what do you think
Java
comes out of the end
juice.
of his tail, man?
Why do you think Salacious B. Crumb hangs out near his tail? His entire species runs off of the Jabba the Hutt juice that comes out of Jabba's folds. If you were a fan of Star Wars, you'd know that already.
Yeah, it's not moisture. Java Juice is actually Tatooine's #1 export. That's why he sits on the throne all day. Somebody's got to be there milking him at the same time.
I mean, if you read the extended cut of the movie, you would understand that that's actually what Princess Leia has to do. That was too delayed. That was.
You good there, bud?
Cody should host more often.
I mean, Cody's here all the time.
Yeah, but he's just like he's on fire when he hosts, man.
You're also
Put him
drunk.
out. I am. I've been drinking a lovely pineapple whiskey all evening.
A pisky.
Damn. A pisky.
I can't think of much else to say. I do appreciate the very end scene where everybody gets little upgrades. The green guy gets a wrestling motif, and then the trike gets like a monster.
Monster truck wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to mention I had like a Happy Mail toy of the green guy for a while as a kid before I ever saw the movie.
He's just a good classic robot.
Mhm.
I already brought this up. They had a little subline of like mix and match robot toys. They were pretty fun. They're less good than I remember. So made out of rubber. There was a really cool 1 foot tall Rodney Copperbottom that had a bunch of different features. I think he had the like wrenches in his which I do appreciate about his design. Good old Tommy from Rugrats inspiring thing going on there. He carries his handy tools with him everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I found him. Okay. Yeah, I had the green.
You had the green.
His name is Lug.
Yeah. What else would you name something like? Come on.
I don't know.
And he's a nice guy.
There's always room
That's the
for
name
a
of the
Bob.
robot from Overwatch.
Bastion, I think.
That's one of the other robots.
That's what he's called.
Zenyatta. No, the what's her name? She's one of the other characters they added later. She's a sniper with a lever action rifle. Her ult she calls in Bob the Big Robot. I promise you, I'm 100% right on that. Type Overwatch inflation and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
No, don't do that.
Huh.
That's a good way
See?
to put it. Oh.
No, there's just something. Okay. You know how earlier I mentioned? Oh, this was like a time when a lot of like robots looked like 1950s retrofuturists, and I brought up this movie and Meet the Robinsons and Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah.
I think they may have all been designed by one dude.
Who's the one
What?
dude?
Is that William Joyce?
Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
William Joyce. Yeah, he produced this film, right?
Yeah, he produced this. He also worked on drew the original book that Meet the Robinsons is based off of.
Yeah.
And did the television series for Roly Poly Oly. He is the creator and showrunner.
Oh, and he had direct involvement with Meet the Robinsons too. So
yeah.
Oh.
So it wasn't just a trend. It was just this guy had a lot of popular works at the time.
What a fucking go. What's he doing right now? Is he okay? Is he still with us?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
He released something on Netflix not that long ago. Yeah, he was writer, producer, and production designer for Robots. Writer and executive producer of Meet the Robinsons. He was the production designer for Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Oh, I love that movie.
I remember that movie. Yeah.
Then this guy just must be a fan of like all things cool toy.
He was the writer and executive producer for Rise of the Guardians. Writer,
sense.
production designer, and executive producer for Epic.
Another Bluesky film.
Yep. Then it looks like he's done a lot of like shorts and other just bits and pieces. Like
apparently, his next project is an adaptation of The Great Gatsby.
Looking like it.
Animated film for version.
Yeah, he's got that very like early 1900s Art Deco look to a lot of his stuff. I'm looking at.
It's very some of it is also very kind of like factory pomo.
Yeah, he's done a lot of New Yorker covers apparently.
Oh, that's primo. Yeah.
I kind of want this guy to animate a period piece set like in the original Siegel and Schuster Superman comics.
That could be
That'd
fun.
be a fun short. That'd be a fun short.
He'd have to Superman would have to fight a bunch of classic robots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You say that like you were disappointed in that.
No, what the fuck?
I think Cody was more excited.
I love that. I love the classic like claw hand robots that Superman.
Yeah.
Wait, did he also? Did he do George Shrinks?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god! I loved that show as a kid. I just recognized his art style as being like the same as that show. Holy crap!
It's so wild growing up and seeing just a bunch of different kind of media having very distinct art styles and going like, huh, weird. They're like, oh, and then you grow up and you realize, oh, it was all just from one artist doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Or one artist influencing things. Yeah.
Like the art person, the person who did Teacher's Pet and Cranium.
Yeah, that lines up.
I just found his Instagram.
Oh hell yeah!
Dox him right now.
But that's like such classic cartooning. Like that looks like it's taking. You know what that looks like? It looks like an American take on Ghibli.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's a bit more.
It's that very simplified cartooning, that understanding of shape language, that retrofuturism.
It's truly amazing. He has a connection to Roly Poly Oly.
He doesn't just have a connection. He created Roly Poly.
Yeah, but like, or rather, Robots has that connection to Roly.
Yeah.
Like, both of those things were so formative. I used to have like Roly Poly stuff. That was like my favorite kid. That and Herbie.
I mean, like, I've thought about Roly Poly occasionally, but George Shrinks is legit a show I have not thought of since I was a tiny child.
Well, this is fun.
William Joyce, if you're listening, we love you and appreciate you for everything you did.
Thank you for Roly Poly Oly. I'm glad that he's small and short and round.
Oh, he also did Dinosaur Bob, if that's a book any of you grew up with.
I think I heard of that book, never read it.
He did. That's what he's mostly like in terms of literature. He was a picture book artist.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Rodney is totally like reference Roly Poly Oly. They have red ears. They both have red ears. Round red ears. Oh, that's so good, dude.
Like, here's the thing. I can just imagine Roly Poly Oly's just on the other side of that robot country, you know?
Yeah, the hills look the same. There's only a few
like Roly Poly Oly is just in the suburbs of a nice community.
They really could be. I'm just looking up pictures of Roly.
Do we want to wrap up, or
we can? We can find out.
We can.
We're just like basking in this moment, dude.
Yeah, we're
sorry.
I'm sorry. The grandpas have to be nostalgic for a second, young buck.
I'm always about the future. I can't help it.
Ay. Look at you, bud. Look at you, bud.
What about me?
That's when you look at yourself in the mirror.
I'll do it after this podcast.
Also, George Shrinks was also based off of a picture book he drew.
Hell yeah. I'll have to get that.
There's the toy I had.
It's just the very classic. There's something nice about just the hyper designed children's illustrator from the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Stinky Cheese Man is another example of that. Of like hyper designed illustrations for kids. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. We all agree and hoping that you drop it.
All right, fuck you then.
I love you.
Hey, how do we feel about Big Weld's car?
Dude,
It's a funny car.
I so greatly appreciate the fact that Big Will knows what he likes.
He's a man of taste.
He really is. And the fact that like Aunt Fanny presses that button and got like a jacuzzi. It's just funny.
That and like the bit when it cuts back to the guys while all hell's breaking loose and they're just jumping up and down and lowriders playing. Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
It is phenomenal.
What a movie.
Good film.
Good film. Good art. Good creatives. You know?
Good God. Let's eat.
Y'all are all good creatives. How about that?
Oh, you don't fucking mean that. Fuck you.
I just mean it.
So then, Buster,
Oh God.
it's your pick next.
What hell will you want?
All right, fellas. I have two options for you. They're both comic books, but I want to like run them by you to pick which one you want. Would you
Okay.
like a slice of life indie comic, or would you like a Star Wars comic?
Star Wars. Sorry.
It's
Don't let
fine,
mine.
Cody.
Don't let mine be the deciding.
All right.
I could go either way, honestly. I'd be interested to see if the Star Wars comic is one
Star
of those.
Wars.
Boygo, how are you feeling?
Well, I don't care either way, so we can just do Star Wars.
All right, Star Wars comic. This is one I've been meaning. I've actually not read this in full, but I've read a good chunk of it, and I'm like, this is my excuse to finish this. We are going to read the 2016 comic book Star Wars Dr. Aphra. This
Oh,
is a
hell
comic
yeah.
original character who was introduced in the Marvel Darth Vader comic from 2015. I read that comic. I was thinking of suggesting it, but I'm like, I kind of want to just jump into the Aphra stuff because she was a supporting character in that Darth Vader comic. I like that comic. The elevator pitch I can give you is evil female Han Solo.
Yeah, I know her and her funny murder droids primarily for Star Wars Black Series figures.
Wait,
I
isn't
mean-
that the one fucking weird ass fucking Chewbacca motherfucker who showed up in Mandalorian?
Black Chrysanta. Yeah.
Maybe.
It is.
I haven't.
It is.
Was that season 3?
No, he's in Book of Boba Fett only.
Okay, I've not watched.
Book of
any
Boba
it.
Fett is just a Mandalorian 0.5 season, let's be honest.
That's
True,
true.
true.
That's true, but I was helping Buster connect the dots.
Yeah.
Fair.
Alright.
We are all in agreement.
Anyway, yeah, we are going to read. I've only read 6 issues of this. This series goes on for 40 issues. I will figure out an ending point after we record this.
Maybe
Okay.
just see how far you can get.
Yeah, just read at least the first volume and see how far you can get.
So, at minimum 6 issues as far as we can push, though.
Yeah. So yeah, just the
Hell
2016
yeah.
series. I know there's a couple other series out there, but we're going with her first solo series.
Written by Karen Gillan?
Yeah, Karen Gillan.
Hell yeah.
I think writers do switch up occasionally, but we'll figure that out after the.
Are we reading annuals if we can?
Again, annuals I'm not sure are canon. I need to look at a timeline.
Were
guide
there
just real quick.
does Marvel even do annuals for their
Yeah,
Star
they
Wars
do.
book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's annuals listed on the site we used.
Oh.
I think they're reissuing the Dr. Aphra toy.
Oh, good timing. And it's like I want to pick this because my pick's in May. May is a Star Wars month, especially because Mandalorian and Grogu is going to come out. So I figured.
Look at you doing synergy. Look at you
I-
hitting that algorithm.
And I don't even think people are going to be searching. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about Dr. Aphra, and I figured this is my excuse to do so.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Normally,
So
I
yeah,
don't
next
really
week,
like Star Wars
next
stuff.
next month, Analytical Fanboys, Dr. Aphra, Star Wars spin-off character from the Marvel comics. So I can't wait to talk about it. For once I'm doing the Star Wars pick. What a wacky concept.
Who do you think will play Dr. Aphra when she shows up in season 4 of The Mandalorian? That's
A good actress. All right. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, actually, like speaking of the annuals, I'm looking at a timeline. The first annual does happen after issue 6, so maybe like if at minimum 1 through 6 in the annual. So there's also some like annoying like tie-in issues with these Marvel Star Wars stuff early on. So
Oh wow,
we'll figure
comic
it
books
out.
with tie-in issues.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Cody, being the man of the hour, would you like to plug your stuff?
Hey there, my name is Cody. I got stuff to plug, and that stuff just might be Snoken 83 in most platforms, including the bug on my wall right now. Bluesky, Snoken 83 at Bluesky, never_robot on Instagram, and on most gaming platforms. It's Snoken 83. Oh, this is a jumping spider.
Oh no, Simeon.
Anybody else next?
Hi, I'm Simeon. I make stuff and I post it on the internet sometimes. I made some new stuff today. You might see that soon or later. I don't know. Go follow me by looking at my link tree in the video description if you want to see that when you get to see that.
Hell yeah, Boingo.
All right. Howdy. I'm Boingo. You can follow me in a variety of places on the internet. Search for Boingo Writer on YouTube and Bluesky, and you'll probably find me. I look like a fucking TV. There you go.
He's a very famous TV show. Anyway, I'm Buster of the Buster
Fucking
Corp.
quote BoJack Horseman at me.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm Buster. I do lots of videos on the internet on various things. You can find them in the description below. If you would like to subscribe to this channel, Modular Media, where we do this monthly show called Analytical Fanboys, where one of us picks a thing and then we talk about it. The next month we're doing Dr. Afra. This month we did robots. Next month, then the month after that, who knows? It's all on Simeon. Yeah, well, Simeon knows because it's on him. And then we have the weekly shoot the shit and find out sometimes of guest show Modular Components. We got some exciting developments happening in Modular Land very soon. So please stay tuned, subscribe, like all the buttons, click the buttons. Yay! I like pressing buttons. And we'll see you next month for Dr. Afra. For as much as I feel like subjecting these guys to.
Watch it be good, and then Boingo and I read the whole